Hi guys, welcome back. This is Khalees Tarot with Tarot by Khalees, and I am here with your daily astrology read for October 31st, 2018. Happy Halloween. Alright guys, so of course, thank you for being here. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, notification bell, that comment section, whatever you feel led to do will be greatly appreciated. And your feedback as well. So, let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay. So, sorry for my voice, guys. I mean, I'm wide awake, but my voice box is still sleeping, apparently. So anyway, okay, so the moon has officially moved into Leo, okay? And it goes without saying today that whatever someone has been doing, like very snake-like or like very passive-aggressive like, over the next few days, there is a very good chance of them coming right out and telling you like they don't like you, or whatever their issue is with you, or whatever the real issue is, like it may come forth. I just said like it may come out that this energy may just come right out and tell you that they don't like you and why. I just used that as an example since I don't know you personally and I don't know the ins and outs of your life. Yeah, or your natal chart, okay? So I just used that as an example, but the point that I'm trying to make, that over the next few days, like, people definitely, if you have been experiencing a lot of passive aggressiveness from other energies, like they may be over the passive aggressiveness and just like ready to come out and tell you exactly what they think about you and why they think those things about you, or why they feel this way about you, or whatever it is that's going on in your life. I don't know. Okay. But we talked about this on yesterday. That's why I was having a lot of tunnel vision. Today I do feel more settled in being able to deliver the message of the cosmos, because we are not leading into the energy. We are actually now in the energy. So now I am able to, now that the energy is actually here, I'm able to pull it in, okay? Pull it in and ponder it, okay? So yeah, that's what the moon moving into Leo today. Like, yeah, that lion is roaring, and you definitely gonna know what's on people's minds, like what's in their heart and how they feel about you, for better or for worse. Because remember, we do have that Uranus retrograde. So the surprise could be good or the surprise could be bad. Who knows? But you guys, let me just keep talking so you guys can kind of see where I'm coming from and why I didn't use like a good example. I used like a bad example, because Even though with Uranus there, it could be good or it could be bad, I am focusing on the bad for the simple fact of the way that the alignments are sitting. So I'm just going to keep talking so that you guys can see where I'm coming from and what I see here. But do keep in mind that while I am looking at the cosmos from a specific angle and I'm looking at the way things are sitting, let's do please be aware that regardless of what I say, Uranus is still the planet of shocks and surprises, good or bad, okay? But I'm not necessarily focusing on the good stuff, okay? Because of the way things are sitting at this time. And not to mention, I have to put that disclaimer there with Uranus, with the good surprises or the bad surprises, because again, I don't know your life and I don't know your chart. Okay, so I have to keep the balance there, even though I'm focused on a certain aspect of the cosmos right now, because I can see it plain as day, and I'm not about playing the fool or fooling other people. Okay, I'm not with it. Okay, so I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with you and let you know what I see, what I feel, what I hear, and what I'm looking at here in the cosmos. So let's get back to this. So yes, just to backtrack a little bit, we have the moon moving into Leo. Okay, so yes, people want to be heard today for better or for worse. Now, Mercury has also moved into Sagittarius. So this communication will either come forth with tact or without tact. You know, I feel like with this Mercury moving into Sagittarius, you know, the planet of communication. So we got people communicating in a Sagittarius way with the feelings of a Leo. Okay, do you see how hot this is? Do you see why how I'm looking at the cosmos through this lens here? This is a lot of fire here. And I don't know what anybody else knows about the element of fire, but I know what I know. And I'm going to leave that there. But Mercury has moved into Sagittarius. So this communication, like, it will either come like with no tact at all, or it will be like, it'll be like carefully crafted for maximum impact, depending on how evolved this fiery energy is. Not to mention, Mercury just left Scorpio right before it moved into Sagittarius, which means that this energy probably done some digging up of some truths and got some things to bag it up. So you really, woo. It's either going to come with no tact or carefully crafted tact, because it did just leave Scorpio. We know what Scorpio energy is known for: digging up things from the underworld, okay, to sting your butt with. You know, so, you know, be careful with this energy. You know, a less evolved spirit, it won't really have any tact to it. A more evolved spirit, this will be very carefully, like I said, crafted for maximum impact, depending on how evolved the energy is. Right now, it's just, I feel like it's just truly not the time to feed like a fight or a disagreement. It's so much fire there. And then you got the sun sitting in Scorpio. Like, this right here is a disaster waiting to happen. I just do not advise feeding into disagreements with people at this time, getting involved in altercations with others at this time. I just do not advise it. And my advice personally is to starve this energy. You want to starve. This is the type of energy that you may want to starve out, especially if you have not been on the up and up, or your facts are not straight. Again, because Mercury just left Scorpio, somebody probably did some digging. And then with Uranus going retrograde, you may not even know the things that you think you know. And then that'll be like another downfall. Like, I sound like, I feel like I sound like a crazy person, but this energy right here is chaotic. It's hell, and that's the honest truth, okay? It really is. My advice is to not feed it, starve it out. Like I said, especially if you yourself have not been on the up and up, that's probably going to come out, okay? If you don't want that to come out, just sit down, or you may not even have your facts straight again. Like, you may not even know what you think you know, because that Uranus is there. Surprise! You thought you knew something. No, your calculations were wrong. I think we talked about that last week, about calculations being off and being wrong and people being surprised. With that Uranus in Taurus, guys, all of this rolls over. It's only a continuation, and I see this only getting deeper. And that's why my advice is to, like, starve this energy out. Like I said, I'm not sure what anybody else knows about, like, fire element or, like, fire energy. All I know is what I know. And what I know is what the bottom line always is. Okay? I'm going to leave that right there and just give my advice. Leave it alone. Just sit down, have a seat, be quiet, let the transit pass. Because again, we do have Uranus retrograde. So what you think you know, boo, you might not even know. That go for me, you, and anybody else. You hear me? For all of us. Just sit down. Just sit down. If you can avoid the drama, avoid the drama. I advise it because this energy that's in play right now is very attention-seeking energy. Okay, we have that Leo moon there, emotionally attention-seeking. Mercury in Sagittarius, using the voice to pull that in for better or for worse. Just like I mentioned on Monday, I think that was Monday. I talked about Mars in this semi-square to Saturn. And I was saying that it's like Mars was like, or is like whatever, because these transits, they are ongoing, even though they have shifted out in the sky. They have not shifted out below. Things still have to manifest, guys. But I was talking about last week how Mars was like semi-squared to Saturn, and it's like Mars like itching for a fight, but like not really having the balls to like outright do it. So I felt like Mars was just like testing the waters, just let me test it, let me poke you. I'm not poking you, but like really they are poking you. And today what I see is I see Mars being done with the testing, being done with the poking, and have decided to just go ahead and jump head first right in. And I feel instinctively that's because it has found a vulnerable spot. I don't know why, but I just feel like that. You know, because when you test something, you test it to see how vulnerable it is, if it's even vulnerable at all. You know, you test things for different reasons. That's why they call it testing. And once you are done testing, you make a conclusion on what you can and cannot do. And I feel like Mars has come to the conclusion of what it can and cannot do, and it has decided to jump head first in. But personally, I would not touch this transit with a 10-foot pole, okay? Because Sun in Scorpio tells me that the truth hurts more than a lie ever could. Okay? Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Especially if you have not been on the up and up. Leave it alone. Do not let your ego get the best of you, because you could really become embarrassed. Some people could really become embarrassed at this time if they allow their ego to step forward and take control. Is it worth it? You know, however, on the flip side of things, you know, over the next few days, because we know that the moon changes signs about every 2.5 days, right? So over the next few days, you know, looking at the bright side of this transit, you know, business ideas can come up for you, you know, and you could feel like very social at this time, you know, because confidence levels are raising up with that Leo there, and you may want to be like really social. You know, Leo is about that business, about that money, so you may have like really good business ideas that you like may need to like write down or something, because this, you know, the energy is very conducive for that, okay? So yeah, if I was to give another piece of advice for riding out this transit, it would be to literally focus on yourself, on your endeavors, on your business, on whatever it is that you have going on, or that you want to have going on, or that you want to manifest, or that you are trying to manifest. That would be my second piece of advice. And to go even deeper, you know, because the Leo energy is so very conducive to working on the self and working on the ideas and working on manifesting the things that you want. It is the sun, right? It grows things. And then you got that water sign there with the sun there. So yes, water and put sunlight on whatever it is that you are trying to manifest at this time. That stay out of trouble and focus on yourself, because this is not a very nice transit. If anything, if it is nice, it's nice and nasty. Okay? Listen to me. You know, just if you want to be extremely successful during this transit, just please focus on yourself for the remainder of the year. Literally for the remainder of the year, because I don't think Mercury leaves out of Sagittarius until December the 1st, or is it the 2nd? I can't remember. But it's on and popping with these fireworks from now to the end of the year. Literally for the next 3 months. Energy is best served by starving out anything unconducive and focusing on the self. I just gave you the secret, okay? Whether you take it or not, it is up to you. This energy to me is like it's like a 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles type of energy. It's like, keep your damn head down and focus on your work from here on out. Like literally from here on out. Do not let your head up until January 1st, 2019. I'm telling you. You'll see. You'll see. Now is the time to keep your head down and to focus on yourself and your own work. Anything that's trying to bring drama, I recommend starving that out and absolutely ignoring it, because the bottom line is, man, should I even say that? I'ma just say this. Get real familiar with fire elements, okay? If you're not very familiar. Get real familiar, okay? Fire burns shit up, okay? It destroys lives, homes. You know, have you ever lost everything in a house fire? Listen, metaphorically speaking, now, baby, listen. But I will say from now all the way through to the end of the year, do not let your head up from your work until January 1st, 2019. Until then, keep your head down and focus on yourself and starve everything but yourself. Okay? This is the game if you want it. So, let's keep it moving. Venus has now gone retrograde into Libra too. Oh my gosh. Okay. So Venus has now gone retrograde into Libra. Listen. Like simply said, when Venus is not Libra's friend, honey, it's nobody's friend, okay? And that is to say, there is no sincere love being given out right now. Side eye every damn thing and focus on yourself. And not to mention, Uranus got Taurus tied up too. We know that Venus is also the home of Taurus too. So Taurus and Libra right now is in a bad position with their rulers, Venus. So both the Venus zodiac homes, they are tied up and tied down in some kind of way at this time. Ain't no sincere love going on around here. People trying to burn your whole life and reputation and anything you got going on. They want it gone down to the ground, okay? And the fact that Mercury just left Scorpio, it might be a good chance. I'm telling you, starve it, focus on yourself. Listen, I'm laughing because I'm so serious. It ain't a laugh like a ha ha. I'm laughing because I'm serious is hell. Focus on yourself. Okay? From now until the remainder of the year, I would advise people to come up with a 90-day plan of some sort to keep your mind focused on yourself and what you got going on to keep this energy from burning your ass alive, okay? Because what I see here, and I think I talked about this sometime, maybe it was yesterday, but this is what I mean when I say that things are being sent to keep you from advancing. I think we talked about it on Monday. I could see it then, and I can see it today, and I can see it for the remainder of the year. You know, I feel like the spirits are getting started early on your new year, and guess what? So should you. So should you. Some people are already, some energies, people, whatever you want to call them, they are already focused on your 2019. They are focused on your life for the 2019. And guess what? You need to be too. Because at the end of the day, who has your best interest at heart, you or someone else? So make sure the right person is focused on your next year. Make sure the right person is focused on, make sure the right person is in control of that, okay? Because I just can see that for the remainder of the year that a lot of things are going to be burnt down if one is not careful of the scheming and the bottom line of other energies, other entities, and other whatever you want to call them. They are already scheming on your 2019. They are already scheming on snatching your 2019 away. Listen, focus on yourself. Don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, that notification bell, and comment below. Thank you all so much, and I will chit chat with you guys later. Toodles.